Hey y'all, good morning. My nose looks big, it's the lighting. I'm definitely a little bit congested. It's humid as hell here in Florida, as you may know. If you live in Florida, it gets real nasty, and this morning is one of those mornings. So on top of fighting humidity and everything else, we are finally fueled up, and I think we have everything ready to go for this upcoming trip with Drift Rod, Nick, and a few other individuals that I'm very, very excited to announce and work with and party with and drive with. It's about to be a fun-packed weekend, needless to say. So, like I said, I just filled up here at Racetrack, and I'm waiting on confirmation from Nick or Drift Rod to let me know where he's at, so we can either meet on 95, meet at a spot, whatever the case is, because our plan is to drive up together. As soon as we get to a certain area, we're going to meet up with another gentleman who actually happens to be throwing the event or is a very big part of the event, CJ FPV, one of the grandfathers in the game as far as drones and footage and just getting some of the sickest clips that you can imagine from a drone. It's crazy what these guys do. So we're meeting up with him, going up north from there to South Carolina. It's only about a 6-hour drive, so it's really not that bad. Plan to get there maybe around 12 or 1 o'clock. So, yeah, nothing better than, sweet morning drive here on a Friday and get some tea time on a Friday too. So let's get going. Let's get on the road. Let's find out where Drift Rod's at. He actually just texted me now. And, let's get this party on the road. Kind of slacked on filming getting Nick all ready, but we basically swung by his house and we helped him load up. We got a good amount of stuff in the back, food, water, whatever I could do to kind of help take the workload off. And he's got a lot of stuff in that truck up there. So anyway, we're on our way now to South Carolina. We have just left our area about maybe an hour 20 minutes behind schedule, but considering the fact that we're always behind schedule, an hour and a half is really not a lot. So I consider that on schedule. And so we're gonna keep driving. We're gonna meet up here with CJ real soon, and I'll get back with you guys then. All right, update, we're skipping the traffic. CJ had started overheating, we all pulled over, and interestingly enough, we started a trend where we actually pulled back into the lane, and we noticed that a bunch of cars started driving in the breakdown lane, and so we hopped back in, and now we're following the trend of probably about another 20 cars ahead of us, just jumping to the next exit. I don't know, just to avoid traffic, I guess. So I'm not mad, and they can't arrest all of us, right? So we got bikes, we got a ton of people behind us, so we're good. We pulled off. CJ had some cooling issues, but we're back on the road now. So we're out here in St. Augustine. But yeah, regardless, we're back on the road. CJ had some technical difficulties with his fans. Unfortunately, couldn't find a resolution here at O'Reilly's, but I think we got a better solution here coming up north in about an hour or so. So rained a little bit, it's gonna cool some stuff down. Car won't hopefully overheat as much. But yeah, back in action. So I wanted to explain the premise as to why we're going to South Carolina and what this event is all about. So this was an event that is about 2 years old now. Last year, Drift Rod, my other friend Mofongo Drifts, and I think one or two other gentlemen had gone up there. And essentially what this is this is an abandoned power plant. However, it's still owned by somebody. There's still a landowner, and he's still proactive in the land. He just really hasn't done much with it, but he's trying to use it for a purpose, and that purpose is obviously drifting as of right now. And the other point of that land or that factory is also to host a very, very cool and interesting drone event for amateur drone flyers, professional drone flyers, basically every type of different demographic of drone person. And the vibe that I'm getting off of this event is much like a typical drift event, right? You have professionals that sometimes show up, you have grassroots guys that majorly show up, and you have intermediate guys that majorly show up. And what this is this is a weekend event, and it's focused around these drone guys flying their drones, learning, trying different types of drone, trying different types of styles and techniques, and all different types of things. I really don't have the proper knowledge to even indulge in the actual topic of drones. But essentially where we come in is we are the moving targets. We're the people that maybe bring a little bit more fun to the actual event. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be driving around the factory, drifting corners, basically using the factory to our disposal, doing whatever we essentially want. And that just sweetens the pot even more so. I mean, you get invited to an event out of state at an abandoned factory that you can have as much fun as you want at, and there's no rules, relatively speaking, either. So the aficionado for the drift portion is obviously Nick, or Drift Rod. He's kind of the one overseeing the whole drifting process. He's the one that's kind of, you know, basically the crew chief for all the drift guys. And then you have CJ, who is frequent with the drift scene. He's local to us. But he's also part of the event, and he's helping throw the event as well. So it's just a super cool event, and you guys will obviously see as we get into the event and we start driving how much fun it actually is. It looked like a blast last year, and I mean, I'm not expecting anything short of that this year either. So that's kind of a short little consensus as to what the premise of the event is, what it's focused around, and kind of what's inclusive for us. Added on top of that, really just have a blast, have fun, have a great weekend, and you know, focus on driving. Now, my main takeaways from this event will hopefully be that my car works perfectly fine. I'm not anticipating it to be absolutely 100%, you know, no problems at all. If I do have a problem, I'm sure I'll get it figured out. We have Drift Rod, we have me, we have Nick Ward from Taxi Garage, we have Brian as well. So Brian's from German Autosport in Orlando, and I think there's one other dude as well showing up. I'm sorry if I didn't mention your name in this video, but just know I still love you. But I mean, yeah, quality guys, quality cars, quality event. I mean, it can't really get much better than this. So super excited, and I'm stoked, absolutely stoked to be given this opportunity. And thank you, Nick and CJ. If you guys are watching, you guys are the first people that reached out to me as soon as you guys had an open spot. And I mean, just to be the first person that was thought of, I'm speechless. I really am. So super thankful for you guys, and I'm super excited to get the ball rolling on this. So this is the dream, man. This is where I want drifting to take me, and I don't know if my plan is working. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but it's working. And getting invited to events like these out of state that aren't really known by many, but you just can go and drive a cool track. It doesn't even have to be a track. Literally, it can be a abandoned power plant for all I care. But just to be given the access and you know, knowing the people to invite me, I mean, this is the dream, needless to say. So getting a little bumpy here. We're traveling through, I think, Jacksonville real soon. So we're only about 4 hours out per se. So really not a long time to go. We obviously had that technical difficulty with CJ's car. Still not fixed. He's thugging it out here on 95. The car's staying cool. One of the fans stopped working. And nobody has a fan, nobody has a motor, and nobody even has even a brand new fan assembly, even if we wanted one. So we'll figure it out. And as we go, you know, we got a whole crew with us, so we're down to figure out something. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm gonna resume this video here in the next bit, wherever that may take us. But otherwise, I'm gonna keep driving, keep chugging along, and I'll talk to you guys here in a second. South Carolina, big ol' SC, CJ, still with no radiator fans, but we make it work. We're about an hour away. We're gonna meet up with the boys and then roll in here soon. What's this?
What's in your trigger?
Oh, perfect. I'm a quarter richer now. Yeah, so we're almost there. Like I said, about an hour out, we're gonna meet up with the boys and roll in all together and say what's up to all the drone dudes. It's gonna be a really good time. We have arrived to the property. This place is called GTI, or Global Technical Institute, if I'm correct on that. We had just met up with our boy Nick Ward and our other boy in the IS. I forgot your name because it's my honestly first time meeting you, but I've driven with you before, so I apologize. We got Drift Rod in front, CJ right behind him. So we're pulling in here, starting to rain a little bit. I'm really not too concerned. I mean, I don't have a hood, so I brought a small tarp with me just in case it gets really bad. But rain like this, that's kind of here and there. Biggest concern would be getting water in the intake. And then other than that, I mean, you know, basically just soaking the whole engine bay. But I mean, relatively speaking, it should be fine. It's all OEM harness stuff, and everything that's in there, that's, as far as aftermarket, really isn't, I guess, that sensitive to water. So we'll see what happens, but I'm definitely excited, and I can't wait to show you guys around. Small little look of the crowd on the first day. It's Friday, obviously. We got quite the crowd already, so I'm excited about that. It's raining out, so we got Drift Lube. We're gonna be doing a warm-up session here, and I'll obviously get you guys the footy, but we're just gonna get acquainted with the track. It's not even a track, it's a parking lot, but we're gonna make the best of it regardless, so let's go kill it. We're parked up. CJ making sure it's good. About to unload, get the car off, and possibly slide. Shake down the cars. This will be the first time. The car didn't even get nut and bolt checked. Not that I'm trying to jinx myself, but I presume it'll be good. I don't think Grid Life beat it up too much besides the rumble strips, but we'll feel it out, see if anything's loose, and then probably check it tomorrow morning as well. So we're all set up here. As you can hear or see, there's drones flying around everywhere. We're set up. We got all the boys out here. We got a line right there. So that's all the drone flyers. And we got, it seems like a really good weekend. It seems like it's gonna be a really good time. So just to show you guys, this is the first layout that we're gonna drive. It's still Friday. We're supposed to be driving right around 7, which is probably in another 20 minutes or so. But as you can see, there's drones everywhere, dudes flying them. Ideally, we're gonna probably do some sort of figure 8 or something around those containers, but we're not really sure yet. We're gonna figure out some cool layout. But that's the first sesh. I'm gonna clip some videos here, and then there looks like to be a little concert area over there with little RC cars, and there's the big building right there. So had a little bit of a concern earlier on. Turns out I just spilled a little bit more oil than expected on the valve cover. So it was sitting back here, and the last coil pack, a little pocket right here below this line, it was sitting right below there, right in that area, and it was drooping down onto the header and burning. So took that off, took the intake off, cleaned everything, and she seems to be good now. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Let's get to driving. We're about to head out. I don't know if this is a good GoPro angle or not, but we'll figure it out as we go.
I guess just use this for the commentary as most part. Move the seat up a little bit. I took the seat out and I moved it up just so I could see over the hood a little bit better while I'm driving. Honestly, it was something that was pointed out from the sim. This feels very similar to my sim, and I feel the most comfortable in my sim, surprisingly. I feel like I just sat too low in the Z. So we're gonna roll out here now and see what happens.
Right, sorry, I didn't mean to be a dick.
No, you're good.
Tandem with him, but if you're up front about to lead a tandem, look at me and make sure we're good to go. And the only reason is to make sure that they're ready.
They're good. Okay, I got you. Session done. Well, half session done. Now we're gonna cool the cars down, line them up for everybody, and have a great time. This is a dope ass event. Tons of people out here. Everybody's checking the cars out. My little first session. Yeah, this is a good time. This is a really good time. Thank God. Oh,
Let's go.
I'm just glad the fender stayed intact, bruh.
Fuck yeah.
Thank God.
That's dope, dude. You said it.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome. Yeah, those are good.
Was that a loud bang? Because it sounded loud from the car.
It sounded good.
This is the end of Friday, the arrival day. As you can see, we got some good runs in, shaking down the car. The car is fucking phenomenal. It's working as it should. A little underpowered. I think I need to get a new ported intake on it, but other than that, car runs great. So, hell yeah. And I'm riding a one wheel for the second time in my life.
Literally. Yo, whoa.
Oh, 100%.
We can go up like windows and stuff I have to look out.
For real?
Yeah. I told him I wanted to close these doors with my back bumper.
You should.
Let's stay away from the bus. We use it for fucking my, you know, your lollipop? Yep. Out
Look
of
at this
my
curve,
subframe.
man.
Out of my unibody. So be careful here. I would run it wide, not too wide, because also here, you can break a rim, and then also on your transition back, right there, I shot it a little early once, and I also broke a rim. I didn't break a rim on this side.
Same size curb over here. Ankle high.
A lot of fun. And this is only solos. Only solos. This is fucking top.
Yeah, boy.
You sure?
We got a little rowdy today in the fucking open area.
Yeah, I was about to say, we were getting spice.
Yeah.
I spun out twice. I got it out of my head. Now I'm good. Yeah. Oh, this is nice though.
I typically go wide there, out this way, right?
Little jump right here.
And like, whoop.
Hell yeah. Scrape my whole subframe, rip my whole camber arm right out of that. Yeah.
Oh God, on the ground.
Day 2, this Saturday morning. It's a little rainy here. We're gonna get out and drive a little bit. We're not too sure the likelihood of any drone drivers per se, since there is, you know, rain and the weather's really not the greatest for flying. So as far as driving, my hood's gone, but I think we should be good to drive in some light to moderate rain like this. I'm really not too concerned. So we're possibly gonna go maybe get some warm-up laps, but needless to say, we're itching to drive. So just switched out some spares. I killed the set yesterday that I had on from Grid Life, as you can see here. So I threw on some 255 Acceleras, pumped them up to 40 and hoping for the best, because the car is definitely struggling a little bit with the gear ratio. It's not the fact that it's underpowered. I guess you could say it's underpowered for its gear ratio, but needless to say, I need some shorter gears, maybe a quick change in a stock VQ, you never know. Filling up, getting ready to party. We are on the way to our second spot here at GTI. Just left the pits. We got all of our stuff, fresh tires, right at 40 PSI. Hopefully that's enough, especially with the combination of wet. All right, first lap out. I'm gonna be taking it easy. Apparently it's pretty slick out, so we're gonna just take it nice and easy first lap. All right, here we go. Nice first little lap. That was clean. Definitely feels grippy. Really nice, actually, to be completely honest. Now, there's a bunch of BBs on the track because they use this for airsoft as well. So I thought that was going to be a factor relatively, but it honestly feels pretty good. I'm at 40 PSI in the rear, so if it honestly stays this loose, we're probably in for some good laps. Driving in the rain in an abandoned factory. Whoever would have known. Hey, can you wipe my windshield off real quick with your hand? You can just do it with your hand, yeah, just wipe it off. Thank you. Nice, thank you. with this car. I mean, the windshield's cracking as we drive, but if that's the only thing that's going wrong, then that's the only thing I care about. What a great time. Track feels awesome. Back, boy! And it got cooler driving. All right, we're gonna take a break here. That was my last lap. I'm gonna take the helmet off. We're gonna go chill where everybody's flying the drones. Basically chill right in the middle of the track. Let the cars cool down, and then depending on the rain and the weather, we'll probably get one more session in, probably about 45 minutes or so. So great time as always. Ah, love it here. I want to come back next year for sure.
In the shop, as you can see, we got everything we really need. Got tires right here, just in case. So this is where we're going to be doing any work that needs to be done to the cars if we break anything or tire mounts. So tire mounting, whatever the case is. So cool spot. This is the shop.
Oh yeah. Yes.
We were gonna do it inside the actual thing, but then we were kind of sketched out like asbestos dust. Like,
No, I think this or one of the floors on here.
I want to bring charges.
This at night when you're in this by yourself, I will tell you, is sketchy as f***. It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I don't like it in here.
That was weird.
I don't think you guys are ready for that. This is like.
Yeah, right?
Damn. I was about to say. This dude owns all shit.
Yeah. And this is
Damn.
the shop with like torches, stuff like that, a forklift if we needed or something.
Don't jinx it.
Bro.
That's a big ass fan. Damn, they're changing the wheel bearings out on this bitch. God. Nuclear reactor. Thick as hell.
That'd be cool.
Thousands of millions.
Right.
Yeah. You believe everything?
Yeah, like all the paint is like literally falling off the doors and shit.
And now Nico.
We're all getting radiation right now.
Yep.
Hello!
Look at the bottom.
Yeah, I guess also that's where the train tracks end, right? And the train tracks are in there.
Don't fall down there,
hey.
bro.
Do not go in there, my friend. Please.
I'm not going nowhere, I just want to look down.
All right.
He just went down, man.
We're just.
Oh, it still goes down a good bit too.
That was so bad.
Yeah. So, all right.
That's so cool.
A crane. Oh shit.
I started at the bottom, it was top last time.
This is where they drop the drone last year where you didn't come in here.
No, it's on the other side. It's actually
That's the
where
other
the
side.
reactor.
That's where the reactor. That's
This is that hallway. I got that. You feel the temperature?
Damn.
probably like 2 stories. I don't think it's that much.
Okay, so we're about to go out for our next session out on the skid pad with the containers. So pretty excited, ready to shred. I pumped the tires up to 50, and I pumped the tires up to 50. The track right now has some puddles on it, so I'm not too concerned, but when it dries up, the car was struggling a little bit yesterday, as you could tell from gear ratio really isn't right, and car's not that powered because you know, I'm only at 4 or 5K. The track isn't that big, so I don't have the instant torque like the boys with the V8s, but I will hopefully soon. So we're gonna get out there, we're gonna go shred. I got some different camera angles as well, playing around. So this is the time, because I've been wanting to get different camera angles because I'm tired of having it on my helmet. And I'm also playing around with the brake bias a little bit as well, trying to get it more towards the front, because I want to be able to left foot brake and kind of nose into the turns a little bit easier now. So yeah, let's go out, let's go shred. All right, first break, successful session again. Hope y'all enjoyed the GoPro footy. Yeah, this is a good time. We are off to get gas and refuel. And yeah, so we're gonna go to a little gas station here about 5 minutes up the road and fill up, top off. I'm about right at a quarter tank, so I think one full tank should be sufficient enough. Not really worried about
out some tires real quick. We drive in probably about 10-15 minutes, but at least get a few sets. I got 2 more sets, one on the car, one in the truck. Yeeter has no sets, so we're gonna mount some real quick, just 1 set just to get them on track, and then we'll come back a little bit later and mount some more. But other than that, very successful first day. Watch this. It's a nice truck. Yeah. Patched up.
Looking over at me like.
I'm all good.
Does it pinch when she press?
Does it what?
Does it pinch?
No, not really. I just had to go knee first. Yeah. That's clean. Yeah.
Sunday morning. I am gimpy mode here. Took a real nice nasty spill on a one wheel last night. Got a rock stuck in my knee. Go figure. So had to get some tweezers, pick that out. Just trying to recover, but you already know that don't stop us from driving. So we're out here at 9 o'clock. Are we driving this skid pad, or are we going to the Nook for 9?
I think we're going to the Nook at 9.
Yes. The Nook. The Nook, I think, is the most gangster run up. It's mini Long Beach because you're initiating into a blind corner, you're transitioning around, you're extending it, or at least the track route that me and Nick Ward were running from Taxi Garage. Homeboy in the gray S14. Really sick layout. Come in, enter, hit the front clipping point, extend it around, keep it out nice and wide. It's really nice. It's really fun. Car's still struggling, relatively speaking. I'm up to 60 psi in the rear now. Probably gonna go to 60 or 65 again. After 3 or 4 laps, the car started loosening up a little bit and actually started feeling really good. So I'm gonna keep the same setup. I can't tell you guys how happy I am with this freaking car, how amazing it is. For the minimal work that was physically done rather than a wiring harness and everything else, I mean, the car hasn't had a hiccup at all. Not one quirky thing, not one weird sound. I found that the car still spits flames, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna play around with the GoPro, the angles, see if I can get you guys something a little bit better, and kind of go from there. Fuel up real quick. I have a check engine light for my fuel level sender. Not too sure if the gauge is reading accurate or not because it never really has. Regardless, I'm gonna go fill up. So hopefully this will be the last fill up of the event, and we can kill the rest of the event on a full tank. We're on grid. There's our boy Nick. There he goes. We're on grid, first session of the last day. We got this session, 2-hour session, then one more 2-hour session at about 1. So how it feel, CJ?
It feels great to be with some of the dopest drifters around, bro. Out of
Get my
here.
camera back. You know I gotta give credit to CJ. CJ brought us out here. Him and Drift Rod. Shout out to all of them, man. Yeah. First session of Sunday is done. Good time. More pop tires. Relatively good tread wear for all the bumps and dips we're going through. So we're gonna take it back to the shop, mount some more tires, mount some more wheels back on the car, and get ready for the next session. I think here at 1 o'clock, 1:30. So let's go. All right, so we're back at the shop here, and we're dismounting and mounting about one more set. We have another 2-hour session, but we're really limited on tires. So we're gonna kill one set and see what happens. Normally the 2-hour sessions we go through 2 sets. So about a set an hour, which, you know, can't be mad at. But yeah, so we're gonna mount some tires, get it done. Let's go. I'm still limping. My leg hurts, but we'll get it done. Let's go. Going out for our last session here on Sunday. What a great event this has been, if I haven't said it enough in the video. We're going up to the Nook again. Didn't want to hit that sign. Yeah, going up to the Nook, and we're going to get it on. We are going to get it on again for probably about another hour or so. This is our last set of tires. And I want to make sure I don't pop the tires so I can get the car on the trailer. Even though I don't think it's going to be an issue anyway, but nobody likes loading their car with flat tires. So yeah, let's get it on. Let's have some fun, and let's get some more GoPro footage. Showcase them a little bit, and get on the road. Wow, what an event. What a great time it was here at Rotor Riot, here at the Government Training Institute. Great event, great venue, amazing people. Just did our last run of the day, ended it with a real nice first gear burnout. Lots of pops, lots of bangs. Hopefully I made everybody happy. I'm burning my leg because it's so damn hot. But I'm just taking the car for a final cool down before we get it on the trailer. Because I'm gonna just want to get the truck immediately and just load it on and just get everything done. So car didn't get too hot, thankfully, but regardless, just give it a nice cool down. So yeah, super happy with the event. Really thankful for CJ and Drift Rod for letting me come out here and show out and put on with them and their crew and their people. Amazing group of friends that I have. It's awesome. I'm so thankful for them. So yeah, let's get it wrapped up. I'm gonna bring the car back to the pits now, and we're gonna get back on the road. I'm sure there's gonna be a few things in between that, but that's the goal, so we can get home within a decent time. So we are out of here. I'm recording this on my GoPro because my phone had unfortunately ran out of storage, and I'm going to be doing something to hopefully solve that problem. In the meantime, GoPro footage is sufficient. I could not be happier with this event and this car. It just I have no complaints. I started every single time, no hiccups, no sputters, no weird things. Just we plugged and played the harness, hope for the best, started it up, didn't sound very good, and then now the car's here. So yeah, I'm just so grateful for everybody and everybody who helped out. Drift Rod in the back. We got Zoe looking around, acting like she don't know she's on film. Try to look away. Yeah, so gangster event. This opportunity is amazing, and I cannot wait to come back here next year, hopefully, if something like this is still around. Now for the main trek back home, and yeah, nothing to it but to do it. Won't get home too late, and we'll get the car torn down again and clean, tightened up, ready for the next event, hopefully with a hood.